This is incredibly painful to do, but it has to be done. Goodbye, Mr. Meteorite. You've been here since my first year, but it's time to say goodbye. So, I made an insane amount of gold in Stardew Valley. You know, once you're rich, you get this certain high and mighty attitude. I was just walking around and I saw that part of my farm was overrun with rocks and wood. This is not how my farm is run, and it's time to stop. The only logical conclusion here is to buy the golden clock, but we have almost 50 million gold, so let's just buy every endgame item at the same time. I mean, we have the money to do it, so let's get started. If you are new to my channel, consider hitting that subscribe. It helps out the channel and it's completely free. Let's start off with the golden clock. It's a great endgame item to get because it prevents any debris from appearing on your farm, like those stones that have been annoying me earlier. To be honest, the golden clock isn't that useful. It costs 10 million gold to purchase. I think the golden clock is mostly for flexing. At least if you have the golden clock, it will stop rubbish from appearing on your regular farm and on your Ginger Island farm. Before we buy the obelisks, I went to get the return scepter. I was just simply running over to Krobus in the sewer and I noticed something absurd. I think I'm in year 8 on this playthrough and I have over 120 hours on this specific playthrough, and somehow I never bought the star drop at Krobus. I was so surprised when I saw this. It is actually insane that I didn't get one of the easiest star drops to get in the game. Alright, let's buy the return scepter. It costs 2 million gold to buy and it's definitely worth it. I might even argue that it's the actual best endgame item in the game. It's basically a warp totem that you can use anywhere at any time and it will teleport you straight to your farm right in front of your farmhouse. I should have gotten the return scepter much earlier, but now is as good a time as any. Just watch out for the return scepter, especially in the Skull Cavern. It is really easy to accidentally use it and teleport back to your farmhouse. Next up is the Earth Obelisk. This is one of the cheaper obelisks as it only costs 500,000 gold, 10 iridium bars, and 10 earth crystals. This warp totem will teleport you close to the mountains, just under Linus's tent. This obelisk can save you some time if you want to get to Robin's store quickly, or if you want to fish in the mountain, or even if you want to explore the regular mines. I used it over here to get to the regular mines, and I was quite lucky. I found a mushroom floor that was absolutely covered with mushrooms. I have no idea when I will actually use the water obelisk, but I had to get it to complete the set. It costs 500,000 gold, 5 iridium ore, 10 clams, and 10 coral to build. It looks quite pretty, and the water obelisk will allow you to teleport to the beach. Not exactly sure when I will use the water obelisk, but it's there when I need it. I guess I could teleport to the beach and collect some forageables on the beach, but that is probably the only use for the water obelisk that I can think of. What do you use the water obelisk for? Please let me know in the comments below. The Island Obelisk is a fun one. Actually, this is probably one of the best obelisks out of all of them. It costs 1 million gold, 10 iridium bars, 10 dragon teeth, and 10 bananas to build. Farming dragon teeth is quite tedious because you can only find it in the volcano and it's quite random. I did make it a little bit easier by filling a fish pond with stingrays. They have a decent chance of giving you a dragon teeth, so that helped out quite a bit. It will allow you to instantly teleport to Ginger Island and you can carry on with your day. The Island Obelisk is actually a game changer and it is incredibly useful, especially for the end game. It will allow you to get to your Ginger Island farm instantly. We don't need to run to Willie's boat and pay the 1,000 gold fee. It might not sound like this obelisk would save a lot of time, but if you jump across your regular farm and your Ginger Island farm as often as I do, the obelisk will probably save you a ton of time. I think I used Willie's boat 3 times on a single day once. I think I should have gotten this obelisk a long time ago, but it is what it is. The Desert Obelisk is, in my opinion, the second best obelisk in the game. It costs 1 million gold, 20 iridium bars, 10 coconuts, and 10 cactus fruit to build. As you can probably tell, you will need a ton of iridium bars for all of these obelisks. But lucky for us, this obelisk can actually help us out with getting these iridium bars. The Desert Totem will allow you to teleport straight to the desert and let you enter the Skull Cavern really early. This is great because waiting for Pam to decide to come to work is quite a waste of time. Being able to arrive at the Skull Cavern at 6 AM compared to arriving after 10 AM is just incredible. This is how my endgame building setup looks like. I think it looks alright, and I really wanted to keep the iridium meteorites here because those things are so rare. But it's time. It's time to remove the meteorites. This is incredibly painful to do, but it has to be done. Goodbye, Mr. Meteorite. You've been here since my first year, but it's time to say goodbye. At least I have 2 down here, so it's actually not the end of the world. I have been getting quite a few comments about the Statue of Endless Fortune and about how good it is at making money. So I think it's fair that I give it a test. Each statue will cost 1 million gold, so it's definitely considered an endgame item. But to give it a true and accurate test, I should at least buy 20 of them. I mean, I have the gold for it, so why not? You can buy the Statue of Endless Fortune at the shady guy in the casino for 1 million gold each. The statue will produce a loved gift when it's someone's birthday, making it a little bit easier to make friends in Stardew Valley. When it isn't someone's birthday, the statue will produce one of 4 things: a diamond, an iridium bar, a gold bar, or an omni geode. This is quite a cool item because it produces some very valuable stuff every single day, and I think it could be used to make money, but I'm a little bit skeptical, so I did some quick math. Let's assume that the Statue of Endless Fortune produces the best case item every single day, and that would be the iridium bar that sells for 1,500 gold. It would take close to 6 in-game years for a single statue to make 1 million gold. Based on that, I don't think the statue is a very good investment if you want to make money. I do think that having a few of them could be useful for gifts, but in my opinion, it's not really a money maker, since it would take 6 in-game years to actually pay it off. It could be that I'm missing the point here. So if you have ever used a couple of statues of Endless Fortune to make money, please let me know how in the comments. I guess it's better to spend the money on these statues that can make you some money back instead of just having your money sit in your bank. Thank you so much for watching this video. It really was time for me to get these endgame buildings, and I believe it will actually really help me out in my billionaire challenge. Which of these endgame buildings and items do you usually get first in your playthroughs? Which do you find most important? Let me know in the comments below. Most people would buy these items as they need them instead of waiting and buying them all at the same time like I did. If you like this video, consider hitting subscribe and leave a like too. And as always, I will see you in the next video.